Hey y'all, welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. This is a What's Your Calling reading. Said I was going to do this a few days ago and I never did, so here we are. I was just outside working in the garden, so if you see dirt on me, don't worry about it. Okay. Alright. The point of a What's Your Calling reading is to inspire folks to step into their potential of passion outside of the capitalist system. We are building the world we want to see and live in alongside whatever this crazy ass bullshit is. Okay? It's time for folks to think larger, more sustainably about our impact in the world, quite frankly. I do 10 of these initial cards, and then we'll move on to a couple other decks. Alright, I know I look rough. I don't care. Alright, first we have Strength coming out. Everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. And then we have Children. Your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. I think that's a big call to action right now with what we're seeing in the ways in which children are being preyed upon by these systems, by evil. I know I've been very much called to support the elevation of children. Especially as adults, becoming the adults we knew we needed when we were younger for the next generation, right? Okay, trust. Trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. Trust what it is that you already know. Trust what you enjoy. Those are gifts from higher realm, God, whatever you call it. And that is, you know, the innate gifts we all have. That's what we need to step into. Infinite abundance. You are fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. I'll find which one it was. I think it was a collective reading I did about how the universe will always provide for you. Maybe it was a collective. I'll find it and I'll put it in the description box below. But ultimately, you will always be supported. That's been my motto for a very long time, is that the universe will always support me or whoever is doing the work of the universe. Now that doesn't always look like, you know, overflowing abundance, not really until you get to a point where you've learned enough lessons to use that abundance wisely. I'm talking money, wealth. But what it is like we already said with trust, trusting your own skills, trusting your own passion, trusting in the knowledge that you have, what you bring to the table, what you enjoy. That is all considered abundance. So as you tap back into those things, reconnect to who you were before the world told you who you should be, that is also considered abundance. And then you're gonna open channels of more abundance, right? Like, you know, say you're an artist and you haven't done art in a long time and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna commit to reconnecting to my artist side. And then you see a Facebook marketplace, you know, in your area for someone who's giving away art supplies, right? Like, oh, I just cleaned out my art closet, here's some shit. Like, that's the kind of abundance that you're gonna be aligned to, okay? Not necessarily winning the lottery or anything that's very capitalist thinking, but making sure that the universe will provide you with what you have the need for, okay? In order to fulfill what it is that you're doing. Leadership, take charge of this situation. No one's going to do this for you. It's your responsibility to do it for yourself and for everyone else as well. And then flowers, working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. I think we can expand that. It could just be, you know, herbs or greenery all together. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to become a florist unless that is what your calling is. That's fine, but it could be any sort of plant life. Writing, You heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with your wise words. And crystals. Your connection to crystals and gemstone is a channel for healing energy. I invested in some more crystals to work with as I heal and start working alongside people in the physical, so I have the tools necessary. So if that is something that you're being called to do, do that. I have a bunch right here that I'm looking at, so you can do that. Energy healing. Your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life purpose. Maybe you're a transmuter. Maybe you're an alchemist of some kind. Maybe you do Reiki. Maybe you do massage or physical therapies. Whatever it is, believe in your ability to do so. Artist. Engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career in every area of your life. We already talked about that as an example. Nina Simone said an artist's role is to, what was the quote? Is to, I'm missing the word. Hang on. I'm watching 27 Dresses. It's free on YouTube. An artist's duty, as far as I'm concerned, is to reflect the times. So if you're being called to make maybe some art speaking to the current moment, do so. The world needs to see it, whatever it is. Especially with AI kind of taking over creativity. I think it's important for humanity to not lose their ability to be artistic, and to have original thought in these times. I think that's super important. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. So allowing yourself to not be carried away by the current moment, while also expressing it or trying to find solutions for it. Believing in, I think that goes and speaks to our trust, right? Believing in knowing that we are capable of great love and light, and I'm not saying only love and light, but when we heal our shadow and when we integrate ourselves fully, beyond just a duality, but we realize that we are a totality of human, wherever we've shed light on darkness, it's then creates a balance, I guess. Okay, that's it. This is the Sacred Rebels deck, because that's what this is about, becoming a sacred rebel. She feels, she knows, so trust your intuition. Trust coming through a lot in this reading. You may be struggling with your relationship to self. I've been posting quite a few videos about that lately. Holy fuck. Inner trust. Okay, so the theme here is that we're not trusting ourselves, ultimately. Okay, and then we have the word wants to be written. Maybe just set yourself up for some free writing space. Allow yourself to just let it out, whatever that is. If you're typing or writing, or even recording a voice note, allow it to just come. It feels like there's something that needs to get out for whoever's watching this that is making you feel stuck. It's making you doubt yourself. Doubt came out yesterday in the first reading I did too. Lack and doubt. So, okay, that's a collective energy we're focused on. And a lot of that is done by design by the system, because they want people to doubt themselves, right? And so with this overload of evil information coming from all over the world, it can feel very overwhelming. But I think instead of running away from ourselves, we really need to embrace ourselves in this time, because when everything else is crumbling, we need to be able to count on ourselves, right? So do whatever you need to do to get into that balanced relationship within self. Free writing is coming out. Writing has come out in both decks so far. And then the last Sacred Rebel energy is Dream a Beautiful Dream. I think in these times, if we really recognize that the system that we're currently living within has been completely made up by evil entities, I think the thing that keeps me going and why I'm so optimistic still is I know that it's all made up, and like we are also capable as the majority of humans on the planet to make up something else or go back to the way things were before this made up system. Just because it's what we're experiencing right now doesn't mean it's going to last forever. But it is a group effort. We all need to do our part by, stepping into our callings, trusting our visions, trusting our skills, honing in on that stuff. And what this system has done is it created capitalism to make that impossible. I say all the time, your time is freedom, more so than money. You have more free time, you're gonna always be able to make more money. But I'm not saying that to get you in a lack mentality. Again, that lack and doubt came out yesterday morning. But that is to at least inspire you to know that we all have the ability to make changes and shifts, and the internet is a really great tool. There's a lot of ways that we can make money in new ways that we haven't in the past, and we've needed to rely on these systems, and the powers that be are doing everything they can, but I think financial is the most important thing. For folks to be able to step into their calling. I'm not saying it's the most important thing, but in order to survive in this system while it's currently existing, yeah, we need money. Wow, there's not a lot of energy coming out. Happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Happiness, just like any emotion, is comes and goes, right? I'm getting the image of waves. It comes and goes, just like a breath. So, like, contentment is more of a balanced state of being than happiness. But there are moments of happiness within contentment, don't get me wrong. But don't be chasing a feeling, because I think happiness, when we chase happiness, it can kind of be a self-sabotaging thing sometimes, especially if we're using, lower vibrational means to do so. Alright, I'm going to take the ones that came out. So shuffling for like forever. Regret, I know that I cannot change the past. No, but whatever it is that you're regretful about is a teacher. It's a lesson. Understand it. Understand your impact or what you did and how it happened, and just do your best not to do it again. Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. I think that's for our own process as well. We're not all supposed to be on the same rate or path, or there's different waves right now within the collective. And so people are waking up. People are making moves at different times. And I think we can trust that. We can trust everyone's path is different. We can trust our own paths as well. And allow grace and patience for each other and ourselves. Grief, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. My bad. There is grief in this process because we're changing our ways. And a lot of the times we have to walk away from people who have been in our lives for a long time, or we've, been in relationship or community with, because they're not right. They're not ready to do their growth, right? So Just like the trees, as we grow, we release. And that's cyclical, and it happens. It can be, a reason or a season. People come and go. Houses, everything comes and goes. Change is the only constant, but with that comes grief. Honor that grief. Don't stuff it down with addiction or harmful coping mechanisms. Allow yourself to fully grieve it. And when it comes back, when you think it's over, just breathe through it. Allow it, okay? Because whatever grief there is, there's going to be happiness and balance, and there's going to be new people coming into your life, more people who are aligned with you and whatnot. Whatever you lose will be, there will be a balance given, okay? Discipline, I can accomplish what I set my mind to, absolutely. This is something that I've struggled with a lot until this past year or so. My daily discipline was something I couldn't, I feel like I have a bug walking on me, but I think it's just my hair. It was something I couldn't tackle. My discipline was something that I struggled with for years, my whole life. Like I said, until this past year. And now I'm just, it's been a daily practice. It takes 21 days to really initiate new habits or let things go. And since last spring, I've been in that process of letting things go and welcoming new things instead. Some things have stayed more than others, and there's reasons for that in my own personal stuff. But either way, my ability to do daily things and have discipline has changed drastically. And it has rooted me in my calling, which is this. So, for one, I have lots of callings, and that's another thing. All of these may resonate with you, and I think if you're getting more than one thing, or if all 10 of these were like, yes, I want to work with children, I need to write some stuff, I do energy healing, I'm an artist, right? Same thing. You're given those passions from the universe in your creative expression for a reason. Trust it, okay? Also, may want to go check out the Exploring Our Chakra videos to help align your energies if you need some support there. There's a playlist. Surrender, I can release my need to control. I think we all struggle with this because of our instant gratification, consumerist society. We want things immediately. We want things to look good. We want to, but shit takes time. So, patience is here for a reason. So don't get into a space of regretting or self-sabotaging because you're having to control things that are out of your control. We can only control ourselves. That's it. All right. I hope this was helpful. I think this was actually a really beautiful, balanced reading. So, have a good one.